Introduce yourself, name and age.
Hi, my name is Shaheen. I'm 22. I study a BA in Illustration and Animation at the University of East London. During this second year of college, I went through a little struggle in the first term because I had to deal with something, a personal issue. It was my dad. He suffered with cancer, and I remember seeing the pain that he had to go through. It was a real struggle, and basically this place where he ended up being taken care of, in this place where they treat people that have cancer, but there was nothing the doctors or anyone, the nurses, could do. So I remember being there one night in the hospital, and he's on the life support machine. It was a real struggle for me to go through this time. It's something that I didn't expect to happen so soon during my lifetime. I'm kind of thankful that I wasn't younger, because would have probably broken down. Um Basically, I couldn't even speak to my dad, because through that life support machine, that was the only thing that was keeping him alive, and he would never wake up. And it was just one day that um, it was it. The life support, I was there, and my dad just passed away, and that was a real big had a real big impact on me. Um, I was thinking of quitting college, but I thought to myself that the best way to keep my mind off things was to still carry on studying, and just get on with my life. I'm glad that I'm not like an alone child, that I grew up with brothers and stuff, because it must be more of a struggle if your parents only have one child that would have to go through this in life, because everyone will have to go through it at some stage in life. And it kind of a bit more made me feel a bit more eased, that I had people around. I didn't feel too lonely or whatsoever. But I do miss my dad, and one of the things I do miss was that, because my dad was a chef, I do miss his cooking. He used to really make real nice Indian style curries. I just miss it. And if there was a way to bring my dad back, but once someone's gone, they are gone, and you can't do nothing about it. So that was a real tough struggle for me. I didn't expect to see death in my lifetime, but come so early. But you grow up, you understand things, and that's something I just had to take. Hobbies and interests are important. It defines what type of person you are. I'm going to talk about a few of my hobbies and interests. One of them is drawing. When I was a child, I would always come up with imaginary sketches. As I grew up, I took drawing more seriously. I wanted to take it further, so I chose to study art during secondary school, and I tried my best at it, and it was something that I actually was quite proud of with what I achieved. Leisure and sports are important. When I was younger, I would participate in a few sport activities during primary school, but it was only till I grew older that I would start playing a lot of football with my brothers in the park on the weekends. It was really good to get a bit of exercise going, and that's something that I still keep up to this day. it's good sport football to keep on running. And as I grew older, I got into jogging and running. One of my brothers had this gym instructor. We used to go to Barnet on the running track, and we used to have these running activities. These were really good but tough, but I kept at them, and that's something that I want to still keep up. As I was saying about Steve Jobs, the man is a legend. He came up with a simple solution to work on three unique products. One of them, the iPod, which became a worldwide phenomenon. The best thing about the iPod was it was fully digital, and it allowed every consumer to download music in one place from the iTunes store. That made things easier for people to get access to their favorite artists, and all through digital downloads, it would then be stored in your iPod, and you would be able to listen to the music instant. So that was really one of the good innovations that Apple came up with through Steve Jobs' vision. The third product, the iPad revolutionized how easy it was to make the tablet user interface accessible to the consumers. One of the things with the iPad that was brilliant was that not only that an adult would specifically use it, it was made for anyone. Even my little nephew, seeing him, he's only 5 years old, seeing him use the iPad, he knows how to put the pin in, and he knows how to access the apps and everything. So having that usability has helped not just uh, for older people, but for younger people to find a new way to interact. And the good thing with the iPad is that schools are starting to use them. So for educational purposes, the iPad is brilliant. It's allowed children in class to be more excited about learning because they get to interact with something on the screen without being distracted. So at the same time they're learning as well as interacting. So the iPad is a brilliant device, and for one of Steve's last products that he ever worked on, it has really changed how tablets are seen and used. So that's all I can say about Steve Jobs. Is before he passed away, he did leave a impact on the world, and he has done a really good job in getting his vision across. If he still was around, I wonder what sort of products would have been made, like throughout the next years. This is my last year at uni, so after that, I need to find work. I need to find work that is in the field of what I've been studying, so it needs to be something to do with illustration or animation. So I'm going to apply to animation companies, anything to do with illustration, whether it's to do with um, designing books, whatever. So companies that are in that sort of field. So if there is no work, as long as I can try and get interviews and stuff, that would be really good. But my main focus is, if there is no work out there, is to look for internships. Because on internships, you're more likely to get on, and it's a better way because you can gain more experiences. So that's something I'm going to be working towards. So on that time, whilst I'm looking for work, I'm still going to do my own personal projects and stuff because you need to keep going at it. Like if you're an illustrator or an animator, you can't stop. You need to still work and work because it's the only way you can explore more ideas and express more. So that's something I need to sort out. One of my plans for the future was to start taking Japanese lessons, but I haven't got quite around to that. But that's something I would like to do because the Japanese language is such a beautiful language, and I would like to learn it. Like being influenced from watching a lot of like Japanese animes or things like video games, all that. When you hear like Japanese voice actors speaking, it's just it's it's cool. And there is another thing is I do want to go to Japan in the future if I have the chance, because it's a country that not only that I've grown up to like, it's a lot of my favorite artists, illustrators, game designers, all my influences, all through liking video games and stuff was all Japanese technologies and stuff that come TVs, all of the stuff that is made is usually a Japanese company. So that was the thing, and all that stuff to do with stuff like super bikes and stuff. So there's a lot of interest there, and I do like the samurais and all the um, traditional style Japanese stuff. Yeah, the Japanese they do really, when it comes to creativity, they are really good, and seeing how nice their animations are and stuff, it's really something to appreciate. One of the things is that I plan to do is try and get the English certificate to try and teach English out there if possible, and that's something I'm planning to apply for because that's a way to go there for at least 6 months to get the experience to see all of the locations Japan has. Like if you want the more traditional style, then to visit Kyoto. If I want to see something a bit more neon, like futuristic, then I would go to my favorite part, which is the city, Tokyo. But obviously, Japan, there is other nice places. Like there is one place I do want to go to, and that's Mount Fuji. So I do want to see some of the exotic locations they have, and I do want to go on that bullet train and more things that I would like to get a chance of is I like my motor racing, so if I could get the chance to go to where the Suzuka circuit is, that would be awesome to watch a live MotoGP race there. So they're my big plans for the future. But first off, I need to start from somewhere, and that's it.